Welcome to Atlanta's Commercial Real Estate Show, brought to you by Bull Realty, the show for property owners and business leaders. Host Michael Bull brings you market analysis, advice, and opportunities around Atlanta.
Hi, welcome to the program. I am Michael Bull. Well, today we have a special show for you. As you probably have heard, there's some big changes going on at the Port of Savannah. Well, what does that mean for Atlanta and the surrounding markets? Well, we'll find out today. Please welcome my guest, Bart Gobeil. He is Senior Director, Economic Development, Government Affairs with the Georgia Port Authority, and he's joining us on Skype. Bart, thanks for being with us.
Glad to be here, Michael. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so Bart, tell us about the deepening of the port, the timing, and then, hey, what's that mean for Atlanta and our region?
Sure. Well, again, thanks for having me. We'd love to tell the story of the Georgia Ports Authority, and we appreciate everybody's support of our overall project and using us as Georgia's gateway. And so the Savannah Harbor Deepening Project, it's been a long time in the making, probably about 15, 20 years. Really started the process of digging and dredging the harbor, started about 2.5, 3 years ago. Will be completed by 2021. It's a $1 billion project that's cost shared between federal and state tax dollars and taxpayers. It's about 60% on the federal side and 40% on the state side. The state of Georgia has put up their money, and so we're continuing to work with Congress and the administration to get more to complete the project here in Savannah. What that means is that we'll move from a 42-foot depth at the Savannah River to a 47-foot depth.
That's great. And you guys have invested a lot over the last 10 years, and you're investing a lot in the future, and that's going to bring a lot of economic benefits to our region and to Atlanta, right?
That's correct. Yeah, it's we like to say it's kind of a four-legged stool. What we do, and you have the water side of things, you have the terminal side of things, which we control, you have the rail, and you have the truck. And so all these different components need to come into play. So what Georgia has done as well is that it's investing in its infrastructure, especially around the roads. The Georgia General Assembly and Governor Deal a couple of years ago passed a transportation funding solution, which will put $10 billion into our state's roadways over the next 10 years. That will help consumers not only from a commuting standpoint on 285 in Atlanta, but it'll help us in Savannah getting product up and down I-16 and I-75. And so it's not only what we're doing in the billions of dollars, the $2 billion over the next 10 years that we're investing here on the land side in Savannah, but it's also this overall cake that's being baked to ensure that Georgia remains the #1 place to do business in the nation.
Yeah, well, that's interesting, and I think a lot of people are fascinated too with Savannah. It's a beautiful city. What's the development and the growth of the port doing for the market, and how is the market down in Savannah as you see it?
It is. It's red hot, white hot, whatever you want to call it. The hottest shade of whatever color. It is hot. We're at a less than 2% vacancy rate on industrial properties in Savannah. Last year, we kind of called upon the community and said, of the developers, and said, hey, we need more market. We need more of this market. Keep on building, and they are, and they've responded positively on it. And I guess it's not necessarily a problem, but the issue is that it keeps on getting absorbed. We had some property. We're not in the real estate business at the Port Authority, but we had some property available, and so we're like, let's sell it. Let's get some development going on. That'll add about 5 million square feet. And we've already had 1 million square feet of an announcement of recently. And so it is red hot right now in the Savannah market, and we see that continuing into the future as we grow. We're going to continue to grow here in the Savannah area, and the port's going to continue to reach volume numbers. And so we need that support from the community in those investment dollars outside of our terminal to help our customers continue to do what they do best and serve their customer and use customers.
Yeah. And the technology certainly is changing, and we're starting to hear in the future that we may have driverless trucks going down the road. Yeah. What do you guys think about that?
That's it's technology. It's still, I think, a little bit of ways away, and there are a lot of regulatory hurdles. But the communities will get through those and respond appropriately. And more importantly, the marketplace will respond appropriately. We have an aging truck force. I think the average age of the truckers right now is about 65 years old. They're going to be limited differently now on how long they can drive with the electric log systems that are being mandated, and so there is a demand, continued demand for drivers, but at some point I'm sure that technology will figure out a solution to that. But in the meantime, we have, just put in perspective, we have about 10,000 trucks that 10,000 to 11,000 trucks that come through the Garden City terminal a day. And
day?
A day.
Wow.
A day. Yeah.
Well, I like to see the look on the face of your security gate there when a truck pulls up and there's no one driving.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's going to be a little bit down the road, but we'll be prepared.
Yeah. Well, what would be a parting comment, Bart, for our listeners around Atlanta and our viewers about logistics, about the port, about the economy, and what we might see moving forward?
Well, yeah, again, thank you for having me on today. We'd love to tell our story about the Port, Georgia Ports Authority. We're growing, and the state's growing. Atlanta, I think, had about 13 million square feet of absorption so far this calendar year. I mean, that's just fantastic. There are a lot of opportunities for us to grow together, and we want to be a part of that. We appreciate all the support that we get around the state for your customers. We want to be their customers. We want to be able to help them. We want to be able to solve problems for them and bring logistics and have logistics enable our end-use customers to have their products efficiently and effectively for the consumers.
That's excellent, Bart. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much for your time.
And thank you for joining us for Atlanta's Commercial Real Estate Show.